Welcome back, everybody, to TB Sports 27. We are in the middle of the Legends Bowl, the all-star game of the RXFL. The American Conference has a 1-point lead, 14-13 here. It's John Gruden of the LA Kiss going up against Mr. Sean Payton of the Chicago Wolverines. So Gruden and Payton, Kiss, Wolverines out there. And we got the backups in. The backup players coming in now for the American Conference and the National Conference for the second quarter, and then in the third quarter, you're going to see a different mix. So one thing that we discovered, and you guys can see the process, we kept the stream rolling over at patreon.com/tbsports27. If you guys want to see some of the different players we switched out, most of the defense only had one other position to switch to. So when we get to the third quarter, it'll basically just be a different mix of quarterback and running back, because wide receiver, I'd say even wide receiver, we don't even need to switch out because you only have 6 receivers. So probably just quarterback and running back will switch when we get to the third quarter. But it is time. It is the second half, and it is the Legends Bowl. So let's continue on here and see which conference reigns supreme, as we are just days away from the Ultra Bowl. So Wes Welker on your kick return here of the Philadelphia Benjamins. And Benjamin players had a big first half. You can catch the first half of this game either at patreon.com/tbsports27 or on our YouTube page in the archives. So Darrelle Revis, seeing him get in the mix. There's some San Antonio Marshall players. I think they're going to rebrand as the Dragons next year. And we got a whole new set of guys coming in. So Slingin' Sammy Baugh of Mexico City coming in. Chuck Muncie of the Dallas Desperados in the backfield. And Chuck Muncie gets the handoff to begin this one. And you see a couple of New York Shamrock players. They're well represented here in the Legends Bowl. There's Aaron Donald on the line looking to take a shot at Slingin' Sammy. So Ball is going to step up here and tries to get that one in. Now Lynn Swan still in the mix as well. You're going to see some of the starters maybe kind of filter in here or there, because you guys know how Madden works. We are in Orlando, a cold Orlando, Florida, and I've yet to see an Orlando Wizard player out there, so the Wizards may not have made their own All-Star game. 3rd and 4, Slingin' Sammy, quick pass out to Lynn Swan. And there's your first down. Lynn Swan had a touchdown in the first half for the National Conference here. I formation back to Chuck Muncie. Hits the spin move. And he's up the middle for a few. How you guys doing on this Sunday? It is still August 20th that we're streaming. It is my birthday. So give me a follow on Twitch for my happy birthday. First down, and once again, Philadelphia Benjamins. The Benjamins, I think, have made the biggest noise in this All-Star game so far, between the first half and the second half. So watch out for them in year 2. Muncie has an opening. Is that Mel Renfro that got the stop? You can't see the names on the back of the jersey. But Chuck Muncie coming out. He's having a big day. Having a big start to his All-Star game. And no conference has really pulled away yet. It's still been pretty tightly contested. Sammy Baugh. Oh my goodness, and it's going to be incomplete. Austin Armadillo's players out there. Give to Muncie. Muncie bounces outside, getting some blocks. That's some of the best blocking I've ever seen. Chuck Muncie, touchdown, National Conference, touchdown, Dallas Desperados. At which point do they decide to go for 2 here? Man, great blocking. This Chicago Cougar throwing some blocks down the field. Look at this. The game says go for 2 right now. Let's do it. And they got it. It's a 7-point game here in Orlando. Well, that's a slick opening drive, right? Is it not? Chuck Muncy rolling him right down the field. And Randy Moss, we put him in on kick return duty here. He had a pretty big first half, some of the receptions and whatnot that he made. And now we'll see a brand new quarterback coming in, Michael Vick. We were all expecting a Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson Ultra Bowl. Did not happen. Michael Vick bounced in his first postseason game. He went right out of there. Got eliminated off of the bye week, so we'll see. And as we talked about with quarterbacks like John Elway and Russell Wilson, Michael Vick coming in with a chip on his shoulder to come out here and play well and take that momentum on into next season. So first pass completion out there to an LA Kiss representative. And we got Walter Payton in the backfield from Dublin. There's the give to Walter Payton. And he's hit by Lawrence Taylor of the Memphis Egyptians with that cool gold helmet. There you see Chucky himself. Los Angeles Kiss. Vick back to throw it. And Ed McCaffrey, who comes in of the... I think we only saw one roster, didn't we, come across here like when we were playing earlier? You know, they usually show all the different rosters. It's the London Monarchs. So 3rd and 8. Earl Campbell stepping back in for a moment here. And Vick throws it, and behind his back, Stephon Diggs of the Elks. Salt Lake City Elks. Stephon Diggs with the reception. God, can you hear my phone going off left and right over here? People want to get a hold of me. The birthday kid. 1st and 10. Give to Campbell, bounce into the outside. So Campbell stepping back in. That's why we said we can't promise, because you know with Madden, they will substitute the starters back in at will. There's the give to Walter Payton. He was trying to high step over Lawrence Taylor. So 3rd down and 4 now. What's been a hotly contested Legends Bowl. Vick. Oh, Vick wants to do this one himself. Gets some blocks. Look at the blocking by Stephon Diggs. Michael Vick into the end zone for the Austin Armadillos. And we'll be an extra point away from this one being a tie game here in Orlando. Ray Lewis in pursuit right there. That's a mean, look at that face mask staring him down. Game keeps locking up. Extra point is good. On the Pittsburgh Sting. The controversial choice at kicker. He missed the 63-yarder, but booting through the extra points there. Wes Welker on your return. Beat up by a New England Nightmare player. And as the 3rd quarter winds down, we're going to be seeing some different quarterbacks and running backs come in as well, but most of the defense and other players will remain the same. Yeah, keep pounding the rock with Chuck Muncy. He, eventually got brought down there. Boom. That's Olsen that got the tackle, by the way. And Baugh out to another Firebird. So you got 2 Firebird receivers represented in the Legends Bowl in Reggie Wayne and Lynn Swan. Kind of shows you how underperformed they did this season in the RXFL. There's the give to Muncy, and Muncy gets sandwiched there. London Monarchs. Again, I can't, McCray. The names on the back I can't even read because the, same color here. There's the give to Muncy again, and there's McCray.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 56.
3rd and 6. Sammy. Oh my goodness, and that was almost intercepted. Was that Harrison out there? Maybe I should have written these numbers down ahead of time. We just looked at the roster, but I can't see the name on the back of the jersey. Couldn't tell you who that was. 37. Oh my God. Sorry, I should have written the numbers down. Oh, I don't even know if they showed the numbers when we looked at the roster. Did they even show the numbers? I don't know if they did or not, so might have been for naught, but it got swatted down either way.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
You know, 32 rosters worth of players, you know. All right, this will most likely be the final possession for Michael Vick. Successful possession that he had. Getting in, there's Walter Payton. Ripping off a big run here.
Let's go. On the right. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Play action fake, Vic. Oh, and Ed McCaffrey. He gets the tiptoe.
Let's go.
Great throw, even better catch. And this American Conference has really pumped things up, right? They're pumped up since Michael Vick's come in. Walter Payton, oh my goodness. Eddie Jackson.
Running, 56. 3 bud.
Second down and 11, Vic. Oh, Vic wanted to take off. Boy, sometimes this game takes a while to get up and go. Lawrence Taylor. And the number of sacks that you got in this game starting to heat up as well. See, I'm hitting the button. Like I said, if I had the face cam, but I'm hitting the button to run and do stuff, and sometimes the game doesn't always respond because you get stuck in an animation. So 3rd and 13. Again, same thing. I'm holding the button to run. He's not running. Why is this suck so bad? Michael Vick gets sacked, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. I mean, look, I'm hitting the button to run, and then he goes back into passing mode, and I'm hitting the button, and he's not going. That's Reggie White, by the way, of the Tampa Bay Mutiny. God, I'm smacking the button, and he's not going. This has been a very glitchy game, from the Russell Wilson not being able to throw the ball to the game just freezing in general at replays. But we're tied 21-21. So let's get our other players. And like I said, it's mostly going to be running back and quarterback that we're going to be switching out here. So Terry Bradshaw will come in. And we are going to have Ricky Waters come. Or no, it'll be Chuck Foreman, actually, yeah, and Ricky Waters back up because we already had Campbell and Payton. And then everyone else, because everyone else only has 2 positions. I mean, we can mix up like your starting wide receivers if you want, but you pretty much got 4 receivers out there anyway. Tight end, I suppose we can. Now I don't remember if we. Cooley was out there earlier. Was he a starter or was it Kelsey? I don't think we've seen... Oh, well, Kelsey's injured, so that's why he's not in there. Well, why the heck do they have an injured player on the roster? Okay. So that's that, and then we'll do the same on the National Conference side, and then we'll be ready for the 4th and final quarter here. So Brett Favre will now come in, and we are going to have Gale Sayers come in. course, Muncie did a pretty nice job. And Mr. Bussy, you know what? Going to Bussies. All right. There you go. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Fourth quarter Legends Bowl. Will this one stay in play? It will not.
We play to win. Let's go.
All right. Brett Favre steps in for the fourth quarter. Gale Sayers as well. And it comes down to this. Play action fake. Favre immediately hits the turf. New York Shamrock. Howley. And they got another sack. 11 sacks in total here in this one. Brett Favre of your Dallas Desperados. And Wes Welker. Here you see a couple of National Eastern players in the mix.
It's our time. It's our time.
Favre. Caught by Reggie Wayne. Short of the first down mark. So Brett Favre comes in. The Desperados and the National Conference go 3 and out. And we go back to the American Conference here. And their new quarterback in action, Mel Renfro. Didn't get too far in his kick return there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Come on, set. 50.
So Terry Bradshaw of the LA Kiss coming in.
3 bucks.
And they're going to immediately give it to Chuck Foreman. Oh, Sean Payton tried to kick Chuck Foreman. Did you guys see that?
I know you felt that way.
Austin Armadillo is, of course, well represented into this game.
That's right, baby. They don't
Earl Campbell coming back in as well for a run. And Campbell bouncing to the outside. And there's your first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Campbell's still in the game here. I would dare say it's, kind of interesting when you got the best of the best, which side is going to win out. I think the defense performed a lot better than both offenses did here in across these different quarters. That one nearly intercepted. Who we have back here? We had a Chicago Wolverine. Was that John Gruden? Maybe that's not John Gruden as coach. Play fake. Bradshaw. He wants it all. Randy Moss, and Moss got mossed himself. Tampa Bay Mutiny picked off.
Let's go. Let's go.
Troy Vincent beats out Randy Moss. Okay, well, interception thrown by Terry Bradshaw. And now we go back to the National Conference. Gale Sayers gets ripped down.
On the ready. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Oh, wrong button. Nicely done. There's Wes Welker.
Come on now, let's go.
21-20. Are we going to get overtime? Has there ever been an all-star game overtime? I guess in baseball there has, right? Hand off to Gale Sayers. Sayers cuts inside. Gale Sayers. Look at all the yellow helmets out there. Gale Sayers of the San Diego Aftershock. I think that's our first Aftershock representation we've seen in this game. But a powerful, powerful run by Gale Sayers. That time, not much happening there. Number 99. That's McRae on the London Monarchs side. And another first down for the National Conference.
Check pass.
4 minutes to play here. Favre to Sayers. Just getting any kind of yardage they can. Favre having a nice performance after his earlier 3 and out that he had. And that time he goes down. Rodney Harrison of the New York Shamrocks. There were 2 guys that got in on the mix on that sack. We had Rodney Harrison back there. I don't know. We got London Monarch as well. Yeah, Brett Favre was in a bad way either way, right? So now the question is, do you take a shot or do you play conservative and try to set yourself up for the easy field goal here? They're going to take the shot, and they're going to... Oh, my goodness. Reggie Wayne got speared by a London Bulldog. He loses the football. So on to kick the field goal here. Mosley, which would give the National Conference the lead late in the Legends Bowl. And it's good. 24-21. This is what it comes down to, guys. The Legends Bowl will come down to this. Terry Bradshaw has not had too many reps. He's thrown the 1 interception. See what the LA Kiss. A couple of LA Kiss players right there. The connection made. Bradshaw to Sanders. You can see the first completion of the game for Terry Bradshaw. Bradshaw, that one knocked away. Empty set for the LA Kiss quarterback. Bradshaw, wide open. Randy Moss still making some appearances here in this one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
American Conference sticking with the passing game. Bradshaw, first down to Ed McCaffrey, and that might take us to the 2-minute warning here.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go, let's go.
Got to go for the win if you're the American Conference, right? This is what it comes down to, guys. The Legends Bowl. 24-21. 2 minutes to play in Orlando. And no Wizard players made the cut that I saw. Sorry to Orlando. Bradshaw on the screen, and he's going to lose a whole bunch of yards. We got a Chicago Cougar Is that Howie Long, 79? No, he's 75. Oh, that's Childress. I gotta get some names. Give me a name, Madden. Come on, help me out. Where's my spotter?
Ready, ready. 56 is the mic. In the face. Get it.
Bradshaw to Diggs. Oh my goodness, incomplete. Oh my God, we might be having a tie game, folks. We might be on the verge of a tie game in the Legends Bowl. Legends Bowl can't end in a tie, can it? Bradshaw. And it's dropped. Oh yeah, you dropped it. So 51-yard kick. The man that people said shouldn't be here. From Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Sting for 51. Brown boots it through, and we're all tied 24-24. That is Chucky back there. Okay, so I don't know who they were showing earlier. That is John Gurdon, isn't it? All right, 1:19. I guess one thing is they did leave a lot of time on the clock with trying to pick up that first down. That is one thing that maybe the American Conference could have done better, is maybe run it once or twice, but I suppose there would have been timeouts. Favre. Oh my goodness, Favre trying to come up with anything, and he's got Odoms of the Benjamins out of bounds. They're at midfield, 24-24. What a Legends Bowl this has been, guys. Brett Favre. And Odoms cannot hang on to that. Empty set. Brett Favre, Dallas Desperados. Caught, Odoms. And the American Conference takes a timeout. So now it gets interesting. Now it's kind of, you're playing clock versus field goal here. Well, they're going to look at this. They're going to let Gale Sayers, and Gale Sayers, he tried to slide down, and he accidentally made it into the end zone. They let Gale Sayers score on purpose to get the football back. Look at this, Gale. And they're chasing after him, but they just, and he slid down, but the ball accidentally crossed the line. So we're going to go back to the American Conference side for 1 minute and 2 timeouts. Terry Bradshaw. Can't get any better than this. I mean, we had 2 blowouts in the conference championships, but the Legends Bowl has lived up to the hype here. So with 52 seconds and 2 timeouts, a touchdown keeps the Legends Bowl going for another day here on the channel. Anything less than that, the National Conference takes it. Play action fake. Bradshaw. And a rare drop from Randy Moss. Bradshaw just 3 of 9. He has not had the smoothest performance. Almost intercepted for the second time.
Got it. 56, Mike, 56. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Bradshaw outside, intercepted, game over. Eddie Jackson is going to seal it. Obviously, the Lumberjacks would have liked to have been in the championship game. They would have liked to have been in the Ultra Bowl. Terry Bradshaw did not have a great day. He got roughed up in this one. 2 interceptions. But Eddie Jackson is going to come away with it. So they'll take a couple knees, and obviously timeouts could be called here on the American Conference side. But once you get to that 3rd knee, it's over anyway. So there you go. Clock is going to wind down, and the Legends Bowl is in the books. And the National Conference, do they gain the momentum? The St. Louis Rhinos and the Toronto Huskies coming up in the Ultra Bowl. Did they gain momentum there? A frustrated Gruden as his quarterback, Terry Bradshaw, did not play well. Gale Sayers, ultimately the go-ahead touchdown. There you see Chuck Muncie, among others. Fantastic plays that we saw in this one. There was Lynn Swan's earlier touchdown. So that's going to do it. We'll take a look at some final stats before we wrap this one up. I would say looking at those numbers, the defense definitely won out in this one, and it was Eddie Jackson with the game-sealing play for the #1 team in the league all year long, the Lumberjacks of Portland. But it doesn't matter. #1, all you want, because they are not going to the championship game. Final stats here, Russell Wilson ended up being your top quarterback. I mean, he got to play an extra quarter, but he 115, the 1 touchdown, and Brett Favre, 6 of 9, 99 yards. They don't pick an MVP. I guess we can, right? We can decide our own MVP. Michael Vick did pretty well, 3 of 4. 461, had the rushing touchdown, and Bradshaw just 3 of 11, the 2 interceptions. Not great. On the rushing side, Earl Campbell, 81 yards, the touchdown. LT goes for 45. Chuck Muncie, 64 yards, and the touchdown. Gale Sayers had 63. On the receiving group here, it was Randy Moss, 5 catches for 72 yards. Riley Odoms, he had 61 yards. Michael Irvin had 3 catches, just 13 yards, but had the touchdown. Charlie Sanders had 52, and Lynn Swan had 27 yards and the touchdown. Maybe we got to give the MVP to a defensive player here. Let's see. Let's look at sacks. Okay. So we had 2 sacks for LT, Mean Joe Green, and Childress. What about tackles? We also had Rod Woodson that had 6 tackles, and he had so many deflections. He had 4 deflections and 6 tackles. He could be a candidate. What do you guys think? And then what about interception? You don't really see many fumbles in this game. I'm just realizing, sitting here looking this. When's the last time we really saw, like, a fumble? I can't even... I'll have to look at the fumbles, because I feel like we don't have that many. Maybe something in the next year we can tweak the sliders on the fumble situation there. But as far as interceptions go, Jared Allen had 1. Troy Vincent, Eddie Jackson had the seal. Earl Thomas. I don't know. What do you guys think? So it's either going to be... I don't think anyone on defense or on offense shaped up. I think it's either got to be Charles Woodson, just with his... He had 7 tackles total, 1 for a loss, but he didn't really have any other specialty stats. He had the pass deflections. Or I can say that you would give it to LT, who had 6 tackles, 2 sacks, but no turnovers. I think maybe we give it to Lawrence Taylor, because I don't see nobody rushing-wise. Like Earl Campbell, 81 yards and a touchdown. And then nobody offensively did anything that really stepped out. I mean, Michael Vick probably had the smoothest performance with 3 or 4, and the rushing touchdown. It's either Earl Campbell or LT. I'm going to give it to LT. And LT is going to get a fancy new Cadillac car. So LT, I want you guys to vote in the comments, but he's going to be your MVP. 6 tackles, 2 sacks in this one. It could have been LT, or it could have been Earl Campbell. Vote in the comments down below. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Legends Bowl, the Ultra Bowl, coming your way next time we stream with you guys in the RXFL. It is going to be Ultra Bowl, and it will be the Toronto Huskies and the St. Louis Rhinos. Lamar Jackson versus Jim Kelly. We'll see you guys then. Subscribe, follow all our different social medias, and we'll see you guys for the Ultra Bowl.